So here is my apartment. Just kidding. It's a closet, obviously. As we first enter the apartment, as you can see, I don't live in poverty. So here is the view of the living room as you first walk in. Now, the first thing I will say about my apartment is the very weird thing is there is a lot of closets in here. Starting with this one when you first walk in, which is obviously for clothes or shoes. I personally use it for shoes, and that's it. A couple jackets in there, some of them aren't mine, and a lamp. Ooh, that lady's getting home from work. So then we will come over here first. This is my desk, my kind of little work area. Nothing too exciting compared to a lot of other people's, but I like it. It's comfortable. I'm just on Twitter there. I have some little collectibles of Overwatch stuff that I've gathered there. A couple Diva prints that are there and there that I've gotten at a couple anime conventions. Then I have a Tokyo City Guide book because it is my dream to go to Tokyo someday, whether it's by myself or with a group of friends. And this is helpful for a lot of travel tips with that. I also keep sticky notes occasionally on my desk for if I need to remind myself to do something, such as this video, and a drawing. What the fuck? And then I have a Diva mouse that my friend got me. And then, yeah. And here, nothing really organized, but I have some Naruto figures. I have a Shovel Knight that kind of hangs out with them. And then just this cool Shonen Jump anniversary figure with two dads and their little son. So there's that. My mic, yeah, woo. Also have in here my Cintiq for when I want to draw, which is occasionally, about once or twice a week, when I feel motivated enough. Next to my desk, I keep my bass guitar, which I don't play too often anymore, but there's that. It's probably a little dusty because I haven't touched it in a few weeks, but there's that. I have this little crappy sectional couch that I actually, it's very comfortable. I sleep on it every now and then. I'll get off work, and yeah. Obviously a lamp for extra lighting in the corner of the apartment. And then we have the Ocarina of Time Legend of Zelda poster that I keep in the corner. It's better looking in the night with that lamp to add to the effect of it. Cool little Pokemon things here and there. I wanted to frame those and put those up in that corner, but never got around to it. And got a pretty decent view from outside. There's just traffic. I live across the street from a daycare, so I can watch the children. Never mind. Over here I have a little shelf area kinda on the wall where I can keep things, as you've seen. So I just have these little Asian Oriental things that I keep here. I have Maneki Neko, Meowth, Tanuki. This is not fitting with the rest, but it's a boat. I got it as a gift, kind of, so that's there. And then I have two lanterns. This is a Korean ball set, and this I got from my mom. It's a coaster or candle holder of some kind. I think it's Chinese. I can't read it, so there's that. And then we have a random Guardians of the Galaxy poster I put up there. There used to be two other posters that were there, but I needed to fill the gap when I moved them, and that was just the most fitting, because I like that movie, and you should too. Then I have a fireplace that I can't use, but it's still convenient to just have as the aesthetic around here. I guess I could open that up, but it'd probably be covered with spiders on the inside from the actual chimney, so I don't mess with that. I have a small little shrine for Scott Pilgrim and a few other collectibles that I just couldn't fit in other places, but I have Scott Pilgrim, the soundtrack, one of the original uncolored books, Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley, who wrote Scott Pilgrim and draws it. And then I have all 6 of the colored volumes. The movie, these were some gifts that were made. They were supposed to be drinking cups, but they're just kind of used as decoration. Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't like Funko Pops, but that one is limited edition, and it was cute and worth it, so. Legend of Zelda Yahtzee. I have a Mimikyu plush because Mimikyu is absolutely adorable and everybody should love Mimikyu because it wants love. The Scott Pilgrim, precious little card game. I've never played it. It's presumably fun, but it's there. And then this was a gift as well from another friend years back, the Scott Pilgrim action figure. These are very rare now, but I was very happy to get it, and it's displayed right when I walk into my apartment. Canadian coins, I guess it's fitting for the Scott Pilgrim aesthetic here, so I just had to put them there. These were made for me for my birthday years ago from one of my best friends. She made these. She is wonderful at art and crafting, stuff like that, so she made those. And then I have the Mondo collectible Ramona figure that is very neat. It has some interchangeable parts, but I like to keep a little Scott Pilgrim that looks like my wishing self right there. And then a Ramona pin that came with it. A mirror, so I can look at myself and hate how ugly I am at times. And then I have a Ninja Sex Party NSP Rock Hard 2017 tour poster that I got from the concert in Denver that has it signed by Danny and Ninja Brian, and that is really cool. It has all the Twerp members and Aaron in the background. Very special poster to me, so I have it right in my living room. If I need to look over, I can remember what a wonderful time that was for a trip. I had no room over on the other side, but this has been here since I have moved in. It is a Scott Pilgrim Gets It Together cover poster. I've had that since I was a teenager, and it's just been in that frame for a long time, and it's probably not going to move. As we come into the kitchen, I have a Overwatch calendar put up here. I don't mark anything on it because it's just more for collectability, but it's neat to have up. I'll look at the date occasionally because I'll forget and I don't look at my phone. And then I have my fridge, obviously. Now this is a family I don't know. I got this as a Christmas card 2 years ago in my mailbox for presumably the family that lived here before me, and I have had it on my fridge ever since. So I wish them another happy Christmas this year. And yeah, a Naruto clock that I keep up top. It just ticks. I don't ever look at the time there. I just like Naruto, so. And then I have some wine and other alcohols, and then a 20th anniversary Cowboy Bebop shot glass, along with some coasters that I got at the 20th anniversary bar lounge at Anime Expo this year in July. So those are there just for whatever drinking purposes, if I ever have any. And on the other side, I have a notebook with some drawings that I do every now and then if I need to sketch on paper, even though most of what I do is digital. And then I have some other pamphlets and stuff that I'll doodle down some drawing ideas or video ideas down on, that kind of thing. I'll have my speakers here if I ever want to blast some music through the apartment. So, yeah. Then I have a tiny little coffee maker for my tiny little coffee maker needs. My mom got that for me, and it's absolutely adorable. This room I don't really want to show, because it's an absolute mess, but suppose we can show it. Oh god, what lies in here? It's supposed to be a laundry room, but it actually ended up just turning into a storage room when I moved in a couple years back, and it's just had a bunch of crap of mine in here. Next, we have this closet, which I don't really use, but I have all of my movies and anime and DVDs in here. I keep suitcases, stuff like that. We have a little nightstand that I keep some magazines under, and then my keys, and just a little assortment of things, just so I remember where they're at. I don't leave them anywhere else. And then I have this Dragon Ball Z poster that I've had since I was a child. My dad got it for me when I was a kid. I got it framed a couple of years ago, and it was just enough coolness to put up in my hallway. I also have some more prints here. I have a Mega Man one because I absolutely love Mega Man. I love just everything about it. I'm a huge Mega Man X fan, so there's that print. I have a Space Dandy print because Space Dandy is a wonderful anime. You should watch it if you haven't. And then My Hero Academia, that's a newer one I just recently got that I put up, and it's by an artist called Jimbo Box. wonderful artist, and I love that anime as well. We also have a Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds poster that I keep up in the middle of the hallway. It's fun to look at every now and then. I kind of forget it's here sometimes just because the hallway is usually pretty dark. I don't turn on the light, but yeah, there's that. Next we come into my bedroom. No pun intended, haha. But it's nothing too exciting, just a huge weeaboo room that I'm comfortable sleeping in. It took me a while to get this the way I wanted it, but here it is. Here's my bed. It's made for the first time in almost a year, I'm sure. I never make it. I have my nightstand here with a little palm tree lamp. Let's see, my 3DS, and a bag of Japanese Kit Kats that are premium mint flavor. And I have a bunch of Naruto posters, my Anime Expo badge, Gurren Lagann stuff, let's see, ramen noodles. There's just a bunch of Naruto posters here, nothing too exciting, but I really like Naruto, so it was more fitting in my room than everywhere else in the house. The big-ass Raichu that I recently got, Naruto Ramenes, a picture of me and my dog when we were just infants. I was like 12 in that picture, so there's that. There's a Cubone plush, some Naruto figures. I have a bunch of the Pokemon Tomy figures that I've been collecting since I was a kid. These are my absolute favorite type of figures to collect. And one day I dream of collecting all 151, and it is built over the years, so there are a lot of these ones that I favor. I have a signed Chris Sabat Vegeta card that my friend got me recently. Really love it. Vegeta is one of my favorite characters, and Chris Sabat is one of my favorite voice actors. So that is special. And then that was another gift, a Pikachu Charizard, Mega Charizard figure, I should say. And he just sits there and watches me sleep. Some other little collectibles, Digimon and some Yu-Gi-Oh! GX stuff. I have a cosplay prop. A My Hero Academia poster wall scroll thing that I got, and I put it there. And as we come over here, I have some more little My Hero Academia collectibles, a couple CDs, Nate Wants to Battle, and I have All Time Low. And then this is one of my new favorite animes, so I really had to display a lot of the stuff I've recently got from it. And really recommend getting into it if you haven't yet. And then I have a little Gundam that I built at Anime Expo. He's dumb, but I love him. He's cute. Here we have another closet of the many in my house. So I keep my dresser in there, and then I have just a bunch of boxes for figures in there. Foam for if I need to condense some sound while recording. And then just hats. This here is a water bottle that I've had since I was a kid. And I used it for a Japan trip fund. Gurren Lagann poster in my room as well, because that is another of my many favorite animes. Definitely recommend getting into this classic if you haven't watched it yet. It's just too great to ignore. We have the bathroom, of course, nothing too exciting, but this is a special chair where I sit when I need to browse Twitter or Instagram, and then stuff. Another closet, yet again, surprise, surprise. As we open up in this, it's just where I keep a lot of my other clothes, like long sleeve shirts, jackets, stuff like that, some board games, other little knick-knack collectibles. And then I keep a lot of my cosplay over on this side. I guess last but not least, we have the room I'm most excited to show in this video. I have a Pokemon poster that I put up a while back on the back of the door. I have these things. This was a gift that a friend got for me in California. And then I have this that was a birthday gift that one of my best friends made for me. And then a Pokemon bouncy ball that's just randomly there. I have some Super Smash Bros. Posters because I'm very fond of the series. Very special game to me, all of them. I have the soundtrack for the Wii U and 3DS games there. I also have all of the main line amiibos for the Smash series. Some are English, some are not. A little Mega Man up there. I have a poster of the original Pokemon design, and just some Charizard collectibles, because Charizard is my favorite Pokemon. And then some 20th anniversary cards in the back. And then I have a wall with all of my Charizard cards that are important to me here. I have the original one there, and I have just some other newer ones that I've gathered here and there. We have all of my game consoles that I keep here. This was convenient because when I first moved into this apartment, a neighbor that was moving out wanted to get rid of this thing, and they asked me if I wanted it, so I took it because I needed a stand for my games and stuff like that. So I have my big TV, and then I have my PS4, my Wii, controllers, the Switch, PS3, Wii U, and then down here we have the NES, the SNES, N64, Wii U, Pad, GameCube, PlayStation, the PlayStation 2, and here I keep a photograph of a man, an elderly man in a swimming pool. I don't know who he is. And then I have my little Zelda shrine, very important series to me. So I have a lot of the figures and amiibos and posters, stuff like that I've collected through the years. And then I have a foam sword with 2 of the collectible books for the series there. As we come over here, we have my shelves I keep all my games and some of my figures. I have a lot of plushies and amiibos that are opened up here. And then as we come down here, I have my NES games, some little Mega Man collectibles that I have. And then I have a Yoko figure from Gurren Lagann. She just sits on top of some of these NES titles, I guess. And then a Rob for if I ever feel like playing a Rob game, which I haven't in a long time. Super Nintendo titles, Pikachu Shrine for things and stuff. Of some Switch games and my N64 titles in here. Just some little Pokemon collectibles, my GameCube titles, Wii and Wii U stuff, some plushies that I like, that are just favorites to me. I have a couple Metal Gear Solid posters, so I have Metal Gear Solid 5, and just that one for the collection that they came out with years back. Up here, some more amiibos that I don't put on the wall, because they didn't really fit in with the Smash Brothers ones, but they're all here. I have some Dragon Ball figures, so I have Trunks and his tiny dad. Some more figures, I have Dark Magician Girl and Apple Magician Girl, and then a bunch of my PlayStation games, more PlayStation games, Dragon Ball figures, some Super Mega collectibles and Game Grumps thing. I have all my 3DS and Game Boy games here, and let's see, just some other little collectibles and stuff that I keep stored down here that I don't really do anything with. So there's that. And yet again, one last closet to open up. Here is this one for the game room that I keep all of the controllers in. So there's the GameCube, PlayStation, and N64 assorted ones. All of my handheld stuff that I keep in there. And I keep some manga and comics up here. And then just guidebooks, stuff like that. Yeah, this is where I go if I ever need to just come and chill in my house and play games or watch Netflix or stuff like that, because it's just very comforting in here and I really enjoy how I set it up. It's been a dream for a long time. So yeah, that was the apartment tour video. More or less this was a personal thing that I wanted to do for when the eventual move comes. I want to look back at the apartment and just remember it for its fondness and memories. I've been here for a couple years, but I know that I will someday move, and this will all be different. This was a fun video to do, so thank you guys if you watched, or if you just listened to it in the background. I tried not to ramble too much because I tend to do that, but otherwise, thank you for supporting me, being my friends, that kind of thing. I guess I'll put my social medias somewhere in here, and I'll see you guys in whatever video I decide to make next, because I have no schedule or consistency. Goodbye!